All right, let me tell you what just happened in New York City and why it matters, even if you never plan to own property there. On Thursday, the New York City Rent Guidelines Board voted to pass a full 2-year rent freeze across 1 million rent stabilized apartments. Donnie's camp is calling it a historic win, and on the surface, it sounds like one.
Do me a favor, hit the subscribe right now and turn on that notification bell. I do new videos every week. No filler, no BS.
Here's what they're not actually telling you. When you freeze revenue on a building, you do not freeze the costs. Property taxes are going to continue to climb. Insurance is going to continue to climb. Labor keeps climbing. Utilities keep climbing. Inflation goes up. So what does a landlord do when income is capped but expenses are not? They make cuts. And the first thing that gets cut is maintenance and capital improvements. Not because landlords are bad guys, but because that's the only lever that they have left to pull. So the very building this freeze is supposed to protect will likely deteriorate through deferred maintenance. That's not politics. That's basic operating math. And the economics of this sucks. Now, here's where it's going to actually get interesting. Lamdani's most vocal supporters, that's the 22 to 30-year-olds who are packed in Astoria, Bushwick, Greenpoint, and Fort Greene, they're going to see almost zero direct benefit from this vote. Why? Because the overwhelming majority of them live in unregulated market rate apartments. The Rent Guidelines Board has zero jurisdiction over those units. The rents aren't frozen, not even close. And here's the economic problem that nobody's even talking about. When you cap revenue on a massive portion of housing stock, landlords operating mixed portfolios shift costs towards whatever is unregulated. That means market rate tenants are going to absorb more of the financial pressure. At the same time, rent stabilized tenants who now have a locked in deal have zero incentive to move, and that's going to trap supply. All the demand that would normally be flowing across the full housing market now competes for a smaller pool of market rate units. This is basic supply and demand. So instead of the typical 3 to 5% annual increase you're going to expect in a normal market, you're going to realistically see market rate rents accelerate to 6, 8, 10% annually under this freeze. Run that math over 2 years on a $4,000 a month apartment. Guys, you're looking at a compounding spike somewhere between 12 and 16%. So the people who really voted hardest for this policy will likely end up paying the bill for the policy that they wanted. This is not a political statement. This is an economic outcome. And if you're a real estate investor anywhere in the country, this is a case study worth studying. Become a subject matter expert in real estate, guys, because government price controls on housing do not eliminate market forces. They just redirect them. And almost always that redirect goes towards the people least equipped to handle this and absorb the impact. Know your market, know your regulations, understand that policy risk is investment risk.
Do me a favor, hit the subscribe right now and turn on that notification bell. I do new videos every week. No filler, no BS.
All right, that's it for this episode. I'm Bud Evans. Aim high, execute fast. I'll see you on the next one.